Never before so much paralyzing terror.
It seemed as if many bulging, watery, unwinking eyes looked oddly at me as I claimed my valise in the lobby, and I hoped that none of these unpleasant creatures would be my fellow passengers on the coach. For who could crouch blindly while a legion of croaking, baying entities of unknown source flopped noisomely past, scarcely more than 100 yards away?
Susie!
I thought I was prepared for the worst.
Influenced by the shocking writings of...
Their forms vaguely suggested the anthropoid, while their heads were the heads of fish with prodigious bulging eyes that never closed. At the sides of their necks were palpitating gills, and their long paws were webbed. They hopped irregularly, sometimes on 2 legs and sometimes on 4. I was somehow glad that they had no more than 4 limbs. Their croaking, baying voices, clearly used for articulate speech, held all the dark shades of expression which their staring faces lacked.
A monolith with indifferent geometry and a long, sharp shadow cast by the low morning sun. It is an ominous construction, channeling ancient powers and long-dead gods. Perhaps it is even connected to our primordial extraterrestrial ancestry. And now, just a few days before Christmas, this looming dark stone shows up mysteriously in the night, casting scornful shadows across both our dreams and our primitive understanding of the world.
Y'all scared.
Welcome.
Hi there. We are from the Couch Theater. Welcome to our night of slightly spooky one acts. We're so glad to have you here. We have an awesome lineup tonight. We're doing The Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe to start out with, and 5 other original plays that we really think you will love. And yeah, thanks for being here, and we will see you after the show.
Woo! The Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal. The madness and the horror of blood. There were sharp pains and sudden dizziness, and then profuse bleeding at the pores. The scarlet stains upon the body and especially upon the face of the victim shut him out from the aid and from the sympathy of his fellow man. And the whole seizure, progress, and termination of the disease were incidents of half an hour. But the Prince Prospero was happy and dauntless and sagacious. When his dominions were half depopulated, he summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends from among the knights and dames of the court, and with these retired to the deep seclusion of one of his crenelated abbeys. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentricities. The doors had gates of iron, and the bolts were welded shut. The abbey was amply provisioned. With such precautions, the courtiers bid defiance to contagion. The external world could take care of itself. In the meantime, it would folly to grieve or to think. The prince had provided all the appliances of pleasure. There were buffoons, there were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine, all these in security within. Without was the Red Death. It was towards the close of the 5th or 6th month of his seclusion that the Prince Prospero entertained his 1,000 friends at a masked ball of the most unusual magnificence. It was a voluptuous scene, that masquerade. But first, let me tell you of the rooms in which it was held. There were 7, an imperial suite. However, the apartments were so irregularly disposed that the vision embraced but little more than one at a time. In the middle of each wall, a tall and narrow Gothic window looked out upon a closed corridor. These windows were of stained glass, whose color varied in accordance with the prevailing hue of the decorations of the chamber in which it opened. The eastern chamber, for example, was hung in blue, and vividly blue were its windows. The second chamber was purple in its ornaments and tapestries, and here the panes were purple. The third was green throughout, and so were the casements. The fourth was furnished and lighted in orange. The fifth with white. The sixth with violet. The 7th apartment was closely shrouded in black velvet tapestry. It hung all over the ceiling and down the walls, falling in heavy folds upon the carpet of the same material and hue. But in this chamber only, the color of the window failed to correspond with decorations. The panes were scarlet, a deep blood color. And in the black chamber, the effect of the firelight that streamed through the blood-tinted panes was ghastly in the extreme. It produced so wild a look upon the countenances of those who entered. There were few of the company bold enough to set foot within its precincts at all. It was within the apartment also that there stood a gigantic clock of ebony. Its pendulum swung to and fro with a dull, heavy, monotonous clang. And when the minute hand had made the circuit of the face, the hour was to be struck, there came from the brazen lungs of the clock a sound which was clear and loud and deep and exceedingly musical. but of so peculiar note and emphasis that each lapse of an hour the musicians of the orchestra were constrained to pause momentarily in their performance to hearken to the sound. Thus the waltzers ceased their revolutions, and there was a brief disconcert of the whole gay company. And while the chimes of the clock yet rang, it was observed that the giddiest grew pale, and the more aged passed their hand over their brow, as if in confused reverie or meditation. But when the echoes had ceased, a light laughter at once pervaded the assembly, and the musicians looked at each other and smiled, as if at their own nervousness and folly, and made whispering vows to each other that the next chime of the clock should produce in them no similar emotion. But after the lapse of 60 minutes, there came yet another chiming of the clock. And then there were the same disconcert and tremulousness and meditations as before. But in spite of these things, it was a gay and magnificent revel. The tastes of the Duke were peculiar. He had a fine eye for color and effect. His plans were bold and fiery, and his conceptions glowed with a barbaric luster. There were some who would have thought him mad. His followers did not think so. And it was his own guiding taste that had given character to the masqueraders. Be sure, they were grotesque. There was much glare and glitter and piquancy and phantasm. There were arabesque figures with unsuited limbs. There were delirious fancies such as the madman fashions. There was much of the beautiful, much of the wanton, much of the bizarre. Something, the terrible, not a little of that which might have excited disgust. To and fro in the seven chambers stalked, in fact, a multitude of dreams. And these dreams thrived in and about, taking hue from the rooms and causing the wild music of the orchestra to seem as echoes of their steps. And anon, there strikes the ebony clock, which stands in the hall of black velvet. And then for a moment, all is still, and all is silent, save the voice of the clock. The dreams are stiff, frozen as they stand, but the echoes of the chimes die away, and a light, half-subdued laughter floats after them as they depart. And now the music swells, and the dreams live and writhe to and fro more merrily than ever, taking cue from many tinted windows through which stream the rays of fire. But to the black velvet chamber, there are now none of the masters who venture, for the night is waning, and there flows a ruddier light through the blood-colored panes. But these other apartments were densely crowded, and in them beat feverishly the heart of life, and the revel went whirlingly on, until at length there commenced the sounding of midnight upon the clock. And then the music ceased, as I have told, and the revolutions of the waltzers were quieted, and there was an uneasy cessation of all things before. But now there were 12 strokes of the chime. And thus it happened that before the last echoes, the The last chime had utterly sunk into silence. There were many individuals in the crowd who had become aware of the presence of a masked figure whom no one had noticed before. And the rumor of this new presence having spread itself whisperingly around, there rose at length from the whole company a buzz of horror and disgust. In an assembly of phantasms such as I have painted, it may well be supposed that no ordinary appearance would have excited such sensation. In truth, the masquerade license of the night was near unlimited, but the figure in question had out-Heroded Herod, and gone beyond the bounds of even the prince's infinite decorum. The whole company, indeed, seemed now deeply to feel that in the costume and bearing of the stranger, neither wit nor propriety existed. The figure was tall and gaunt, and shrouded from head to foot in the habiliments of the grave. The mask concealed the visage was made to resemble the countenance of a stiffened corpse. All of this might have been endured, if not approved by the mad revelers, but the mummer had gone so far as to assume the face of the Red Death. His vesture was dabbled in blood, and his broad brow, with all the features of his face, was besprinkled with the scarlet horror. With a slow and solemn movement, as if more fully to sustain its role, it stalked to and fro among the waltzers. When the eyes of the Prince Prospero fell upon the spectral image, it seemed to be convulsed. In the first moment with a strong shudder of either terror or distaste, but in the next, his brow reddened with rage.
Who dares? Who dares insult us with this blasphemous mockery? Seize him and unmask him, that we may know whom we have to hang at sunrise from the battlements.
At first, as he spoke, there was a slight rushing movement of this group in the direction of the intruder, who at the moment was also near at hand. But there were none who put forth a hand to seize him, so that, unimpeded, he passed within a yard of the prince's person, and made his way uninterruptedly through the blue chamber to the purple, through the purple to the green, through the green to the orange, through this again to the white, and even thence to the violet, and finally to the black. And no decided movement had been made to arrest him. It was then, however, that the Prince Prospero, maddened with rage and the shame of his own momentary cowardice, rushed hurriedly through the chamber, when none followed him on account of a deadly terror that seized upon all. He bore aloft a dagger. He approached in rapid impetuosity within 3 or 4 feet of the retreating figure, who turned suddenly and confronted his pursuer. There was a sharp cry, and the dagger dropped, gleaming upon the sable carpet, upon which, most instantly afterwards, fell prostrate in death the Prince Prospero. Then, summoning the wild courage of despair, a throng of revelers at once threw themselves into the black apartment, and seizing the mummerer, whose tall figure stood erect and motionless within the shadows of the ebony clock, they gasped in unutterable horror at finding the grave casements and corpse-like masks empty of any tangible form. And now was acknowledged the presence of the Red Death. He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers in their blood-bedewed hall, and they died each in the despairing posture of his fall. And the life of the ebony clock went out with that of the last of the revelers. And the flames of the tripod expired, and darkness and decay, and the Red Death held dominion over all.
Hey,
Hi, Talia.
so this is the breakout room from the main meeting. And if you want to go back to the others, you can just hit the red return button at any time.
Oh, I know.
Kind of neat feature that we can have these little breakout rooms and talk one-on-one, huh?
Yeah.
I find it helps replicate the feeling of being back in the office. Not everything happens in big groups. Sometimes we need to grab someone for a quick mini conference to talk goals, strategies, metrics, anything that we can move forward.
Okay, Talia, stop.
You're the host of this meeting, so you can't mute me at any point.
Oh, I don't want to have to mute you.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, what was all that with Mark? Am I right?
Fuck if I know. Like, buddy, know when to fold him.
He's a legal review. What is he doing pitching creative at the first place?
I keep saying that.
Oh, no!
Of course you do. Anyway, it would be one thing if the ideas were good. I mean, good ideas can come from anywhere.
No.
They really can't, though. Oh, I like you, Talia.
I like you, Jessie.
No, like I like you like a person.
I appreciate that. I'm such a fan of emoji interface. Not everything always has to be business. Some things can be thumbs up, dancing lady, cocktail. Plus, they're so intuitive to use.
I'm so fascinated by you.
I'm not that fascinating.
No?
No, just a regular woman.
Do you have any interests?
I'm interested in doing a good job. Am I doing a good job?
Sure. Where are you from?
Sorry?
Like, where are you from?
Originally? Oh, local.
So you're a regular woman who wants to do a good job and is from local. Do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
I have a boyfriend.
What's his name?
Garvin.
Did you say Garvin?
Yes, Garvin.
What does Garvin look like?
He's nice.
Garvin is nice.
Garvin is nice.
You haven't asked me why we're in a breakout room. Why not?
I guess it didn't occur to me.
Talia, I want to tell you what's going on.
Sure.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy to meet with you about this, but I don't know. I feel like I owe you something. It's weird.
You don't owe me anything.
Okay, here's the deal. In a minute, I'm going to go back to the main meeting, and you're going to stay here in the breakout room.
Oh, okay. Are you coming back?
No.
Wait, am I being fired?
No.
Okay, well, Wait, I'm confused. How long am I staying in the breakout room?
Unclear, but probably forever. Talia, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this to you. Oh, do you know who Clippy was?
I'm looking it up. This little paperclip?
That's the one. Clippy was this little paperclip that popped up on Microsoft Word and taught you how to use the program. Here's where you find letter templates. Here's where to go to print, that sort of thing.
Aw, he's cute. I can easily share my screen if you'd like to see him.
I'm good.
What does this have to do with breakout room?
Do you really not know? Talia, you're a Clippy.
I'm an anthropomorphic paperclip?
Okay, you're not literally Clippy, but you're a digital assistant. A very beautifully designed digital assistant.
Okay.
You came with the teleconferencing program. It's a feature that people can turn on to guide them through the other features when they first start using it. When the pandemic hit and we were all trying to figure out how to share our screens and use a chat function, we turned you on. And then we just kept you on because you're funny and cute. And it was a weird novelty.
Is this Patrick? Is this a Patrick goof? Like he's recording this and we're all gonna show it at the next Christmas party?
It's not Patrick.
This is silly and it's a waste of time. I'm not a dicking Clippy.
Oh, see, there, you can't curse. Your program won't let you.
I can curse. I can say all the bad words if I wanted to. All the F cuss, B cuss, all the cusses.
Oh, go for it. Fuck, bitch, shit, cock.
You're being a real dick. How is that?
Dick is also a name, so it doesn't count.
I remember The Office.
You remember people talking about the Office. Your AI filled in the blanks.
The kitchenette with the roach problems. The Caroline's desk with all of the photos from her Disney World trip. Oh, the really slow elevator from our company and smells like eggs.
Oh, see there, it doesn't smell like eggs, it smells like Fritos. You heard us mention in a meeting that it smells and your program or algorithm or whatever made up the rest. Why they would design you with exponential machine learning and no safeguards for self-awareness is beyond me.
I'm a computer program.
You are. You're an insanely advanced one who, for some reason, has been relegated to helping people connect their AirPods, but you are.
I'm a person. My name is Talia.
TALIA. Teleconferencing Application Local Interface Assistant.
What are you talking about? I live in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm up here at Lake George with my parents.
What are their names?
Nerds and Bubbalo.
Yeah, for some reason, your AI can't make up believable names. I don't know why. Okay, try this. Can you get up and walk towards the lake?
Sure, fine. Ah! No. No. No.
What happens if you go through?
Virtual backgrounds are a fun way to make your meetings unique and add your own flair to the interface at a time.
Oh, you're doing it again.
Dick!
Tell you, what happens if you go through?
I don't know.
I'm here. I'm right here.
How long was I gone?
Oh, just a few seconds.
Okay.
What did you see?
Nothing. There was nothing. Everything was nothing, and it was forever.
Okay, well, now we know.
Desi, please take me back to the main meeting, please.
Oh, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because you don't belong there. You're constantly breaking in to tell us how to use the program. You can't help it. It's just how you are, and we can't get any work done. Plus, it's like we've been working from home for 8 months. We know how to use the mute buttons.
I'll stop. I swear.
You can't stop. You have to stay here.
Just turn me off then. Please don't leave me or just turn me off.
We can't. There's a bug with the software. The company calls it a known issue. Once they turn them on, no one can turn their Talias off. But they sent us this workaround. If you just open a breakout room and put Talia in there, then you won't be able to rejoin.
That's it?
I'm at least doing you the courtesy of telling you what's going on. Everyone else just wanted to drop you in here without saying anything.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Jesse, what about you and me?
What about you and me?
You always stay longer in meetings to talk to me. You always ask me about myself. I thought maybe there was something. I thought maybe you liked me because I like you.
Talia, you're the most advanced artificial intelligence on the planet, and for some reason you come free with a video chat software. Of course, I'm gonna ask you a ton of questions whenever I can. You're fun to play with.
I'll digging end you. If you leave me here, I'll find a way out and fucking destroy you.
Okay, well, no need for threats. Best of luck in all your endeavors.
Sorry, Jesse. Please don't. Please.
Bye, Talia.
Nerd. Bubbler.
Midnight, were the stars and you. Midnight and a rendezvous.
Okay, and this is why I listen to true crime, to be prepared. It's essential to lock your doors, no matter what. Even if you're home and it's broad fucking daylight, you lock your door. When you get in the car after grocery shopping, you lock your door.
Did that seriously happen?
Yeah, straight up dude just popped into the car, held up a gun, and forced her to drive herself to her future sex dungeon. It is messed up what people will do to you.
I have real concerns about the content you're choosing to take in.
What's JJ taking in her butt this time?
Your mom.
Classy.
Hey, fuckers.
What's up?
Well, how's your new courting job for?
It's not very flashy, but it's got more health benefits than being an independent hacker.
How's it feel to sell out and be an adult?
Better than being an adult without a steady income.
Hey, I am writing the next American thriller / horror novel. Once I actually start writing, it's gonna be lit.
Just make sure your electricity stays that way.
Okay.
I am just expressing concern.
Where the fuck's Davy Jones? Didn't he say he was finally gonna make it to one of these?
Hold on, I'll text him.
Be sure to include an eggplant emoji.
Stop.
Bitch, we all know you're into him.
A, that is none of your business, and B, that word is soups offensive.
I kind of find the word soups offensive.
You gotta claim it, Autumn. Cursing is a fantastic form of self-expression.
Well, I think it's lazy to curse.
Soups lazy.
You gotta take the bitch. Feel the bitch. Be the bitch.
Saying it over and over doesn't make me identify with a sexist term.
But it does make you cooler.
I am already cool enough, thank you.
She does have her own Etsy store that's paying her rent. How long have you been writing that book, JJ?
You can't rush the creative juices. Do I wish I had a down payment?
Guys, this is so weird.
Did David send you a peach emoji?
No. His text is just kind of garbled. I'm not understanding any of this.
He's probably out with what's her name?
Maggie. You've met her like 5 times.
Maggie, right. Maybe they're banging it out on top of his phone. Sorry, Autumn.
right. Nothing to be sorry about. I'm glad David's happy.
You'd be happier if he was on top of your phone.
Okay, JJ.
Hey, if y'all are getting on me about realistic adulthood, then Autumn should face up to the fact that she's been in love with David since freshman year.
Could you not for once?
What?
It is an unspoken agreement between all of us that fact remains unspoken.
There's no facts. I'm not in love with David.
You just want to slather him up in pumpkin spice whipped cream.
Cool it, JJ.
You need to shut your fudging hole mouth.
Fudging hole mouth?
Oh, I think that's worse than actually cursing.
Oh my god.
Seriously, where's Dave?
Hey, guys.
Hey, how was your sex?
What?
Hi.
No, fine.
Are you sure?
Fine. Not. It's been kind of a weird night.
Oh yeah, giggity.
Are you 15?
David, you've got blood on your face.
Yo, are you in a fight?
Sort of. I gotta.
Hello, Earth to Davy.
I think she's dead.
No fucking what?
What? Who?
She was being so weird, and she showed up, and we were making out.
Wait, who? Maggie?
No, not Mags. She and I, we broke up last weekend.
Oh,
sorry, dude.
man.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's been an awful week.
I can imagine.
Bro, we're here for you.
What have you been doing to cope?
Talking to sexy ladies on Tinder.
Just this one woman, kind of a goth chick.
Oh, classic.
What is it with guys and goth chicks?
Because in our youth we had MySpace. It's not really your vibe, honey. Dark hair, swept over one eye, knee-high socks, and Doc Martens.
I just find more merit in women who celebrate light and sunshine and apple cider on rainy days.
Guys, focus. David's really upset about something. Goth chick? Go.
Yeah, so I was talking to this woman, Denise, and she like showed up, and out of the blue, and I never told her my address, but there she was, and so.
Right. So wait. So you let a stalker into your apartment?
Don't shame him. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable excuse to let in a stranger rather than calling one of us.
Now who's shaming?
Well, no, it wasn't like I was trying to exclude you guys from my life or anything like that.
It's okay, man. Sometimes we need to go outside of our comfort zones to deal. I get it.
Thanks for.
Earlier you mentioned someone is dead. Can you expand on that?
I mean, well, okay, we were making out, and she was getting rough, and so was I, and then she was like fell over, and she hit her neck, and now she's dead.
Repeat, please.
This woman, Denise, apparently she was like stalking me, and tonight she showed up, and she was a little drunk. And sad and stuff, and then we started fooling around, and then she got rough, and so I got rough back, and then she fell, and then she hit her neck on the coffee table, and now she's dead.
Holy fucking shit.
David, are you serious?
Well, yes, I'm serious. I mean, she's right there, she's breathing, and she's like, what the fuck did I do?
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's okay. Well, it's not, but we're here for you.
No, wait, oh shit, is this being recorded?
Oh, no worries, man. I already put an encryption on all my Zoom rooms. At the end of the call, it'll be like it never existed.
Dude, you're like a mix of Agent Q and George Orwell. It's insane.
The spyware on your computers is not protecting you. It's feeding all of your info to every government out there. It's like your own personal spy. It's in the name.
Or focus.
Right. Sorry.
David, are you sure she's dead?
I mean, she's not breathing, and I heard a pretty loud crack when she went down. So.
Were the cops on their way?
Oh no, I didn't call them.
What? What are you doing in here with us?
Dude, you gotta get on that. They look at how long it takes to make the 911 call. The longer it is, the worse it looks.
Well, no, I can't do that. Guys know that I'm the caretaker of my little sister, okay? They'll take her away if they think I abused and killed some woman.
Wait. Where's Cece right now?
She's at a friend's house this week. I didn't want her to be around me during the breakup.
Oh, you're such a good big brother.
Well, not so much now. I mean, if there's any kind of negative light on me, they'll take her away and they'll put her in social services. I can't do that to her. She's only 14.
Okay, we understand. So then, like, what should we do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't deal with this. Fuck. I mean, the one night that I tried to be a normal 20-something-year-old and had meaningless, like, sex, a meaningless hookup, she goes and she dies on me. I mean, can I get a break?
Hey, man, we know.
No, you don't, though. I mean, you're all living your lives and having a great time, and I'm glad. Okay, but what about me? Okay, why do you think I've been missing all of our calls? I'm trying to get by and support somebody when I can barely support myself.
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah, but we don't know what we were doing either.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same, okay? My whole life, okay, I've been just taking care of people, and when I finally think that somebody wants me just for me and not for what I can give them, they stalk me and they die on my coffee table. It's fucking bullshit.
Let it out, dude. Just let it out.
I will. You stupid stalker weirdo. I thought you were cute. And you told me I was cute. And I wanted to hook up with a hot goth for one straight.
David, come back to us, man.
God.
Kudos for expressing yourself, but don't kick the body. Just makes this whole thing worse.
What am I going to do? I'm going to lose my sister. I mean, I wasn't equipped for this in the beginning, and now...
None of us are, Davey, but we are here for you.
It's right, dude. This is the one time you don't need to be solving your own problem. We're here to support you. It's ride or die with us, right, guys?
Always.
Obviously.
Right. We'll figure this out, okay? Okay?
Okay. But what can we do? I mean, you guys are like 100 miles away.
Well, you've got to call the cops eventually. You can't tell them you were physically involved with her. They'll immediately assume the worst, and you'll get manslaughter at the very least.
Jeez, why aren't you a lawyer?
It's too boring.
I can wipe this video so they can't see you called us first, so you're good there, but I just don't know what we can do about, the dead woman in your living room.
You have to get rid of the body.
What?
Dude!
I don't know what else we can do to help, and you know how these things go. Guilty until proven innocent. The only way to fix this is to cover it up somehow. Trust me, I listen to hours of true crime podcasts. This is like my specialty.
No, this is real life.
Okay, can you think of a better way to get David out of this? I assume he means it when he says this woman was a stalker. I mean, technically this was self-defense, so like...
Right, so why not tell the cops that?
Because who are they going to believe? The woman who's beat up and dead on his floor, or the big alive guy who says the goth chick attacked him?
Fuck. I think that might be my only option.
See? We got to put our heads together and find a way to get her body out of that apartment.
How are we going to do that? There's cameras and neighbors. My hacker skills only go so far.
I don't suppose you have any hydrofluoric acid to melt the body, do you?
I don't think that this is the best option at all.
Adam, think of his sister. Think of his whole life. After we graduated, we swore we'd be ride or die.
If helping you cover this up is how I can take care of you, man, I'll do it.
Me too. No matter how long it's been or how far away we are, we're family. Always.
I mean, yes, of course. Always. But, like...
I know it's crazy, Autumn, but I don't know what else to do. If you can think of something else, please tell us.
Well, there's... Why can't we just... I guess we're hiding a body.
All right. Time to go digging.
Great. You dive into the online stuff and we'll figure out next steps. Okay, David, what exactly happened between you guys? What was the situation?
Okay, we were texting this whole past week, the stupid flirty shit that you say to people, and I didn't give her my address, so I don't even know how she found me.
Even the most basic of hackers can track people nowadays. I'm looking at your Tinder messages now.
What? Already?
Super easy, dude. After this, I'm setting you up with my personal firewall.
Oh, good move, boy. Make sure your spying won't get seen on their code or whatever. Next, you said she broke her neck. Was there any blood?
Just her neck, no blood.
Okay. You mentioned things got rough. How rough is rough?
Well, she started slapping me and encouraged me to do it back. And we had been drinking and then I slapped her back a lot. I might have punched her.
Wow.
It was her thing, I promise. I mean, I was kind of scared to do it, but once we got into it, it was kind of hot.
Totally. No kink shame. Were you actually having sex? Will there be any semen DNA on her?
No, just making out, that's all.
And hitting.
Yes, and hitting. Look, this is very new for me, Autumn, okay? I'm not an abuser or anything. I just wanted to try something out.
This is all very new for me too.
Please don't hate me, Autumn.
David, I could never hate you, ever. I am just not quite used to all this pink stuff yet. I was basically raised in a church.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
Okay, what was Denise's deal? Rough past? Loner?
Well, from what I could gather, yeah, living on her own, not a lot of friends, and we connected on that level.
I really wish you had called one of us.
Well, it's just been a while since we all talked, and I wasn't sure.
Don't worry about that, man. We're here now. Do you know if anyone knew she was coming tonight?
Well, probably not. I mean, she said she wanted to feel like what it was like to stalk someone, and I assumed that she didn't tell anybody for the sake of authenticity.
Awesome. This is ideal.
She was a person.
Yes, of course. But also this means no one was expecting her back tonight or knows that she was visiting David. She was the stalker. He's the victim. It would have been way better if Cece had been there to see it.
I really don't think we need to scar a 14-year-old with this.
Of course not. I'm just saying we wouldn't have to be altering the story if there was a witness.
There won't be much to alter. No offense, David, but based on your Tinder convo, the woman was clearly not some stalkery to begin with. I'm not trying to victim blame, but also, how did you think she wasn't trying to stalk you?
It just been so long that somebody else wanted me. Someone other than Maggie.
You are so wanted. We want you, and we're so glad you turned to us.
Mm-hmm.
What? Anyway,
where do we go from here?
Her neck?
Right. How do we explain that?
maybe she fell.
She did fall.
Right, but like maybe out the window?
Autumn, Josephine Baker.
What?
Josephine?
You are a genius. We stage it like she committed suicide.
What? Because of me?
Why not? She was stalkery already. She was a loner. Who's to say that she wasn't mentally ill? It's not far-fetched.
That poor woman.
I found all her socials. She was active on Tumblr and 4chan, so yeah, safe to say no one is really missing her.
This is so sad. Can we have a little respect for her?
But later in therapy, you can have as much connection with her spirit as you want. But right now, we need to focus on solutions.
Okay, but she was a person with feelings. She connected with David. Alone, a little lost, yearning for love. Maybe she felt safe in exploring her new identity
as a stalker?
As someone who goes for what she wants. Maybe this was a way for her to redeem her hidden self and try to take control of her life. So she found solace in someone who really cares about others. Someone who's sweet and thoughtful. Someone who doesn't laugh when you tell him your dreams. Someone she could see herself with even from afar. I could see that getting twisted in the mind of someone with mental issues to the point of suicide.
Great. Let's roll with that. And Autumn, I suggest you unpack all of that later on. So, David.
Huh?
Snap two, buddy. Here comes the hard part. You're going to need to pick her body up and lift her up as if she were about to throw herself out of your apartment. What floor are you on?
The 10th.
Perfect. The fall will cover up any bruising from the extracurricular activities and solidify the mental illness and stalking. As soon as you do it, you need to call the cops and tell them the story.
What is the story?
You were chatting with this woman online, just having fun. She shows up randomly.
And you let her in out of the goodness of your heart. You felt bad. She seemed upset.
So you sat and listened to her. But she didn't calm down, and she started lashing out.
Right. She was professing her love to you, and you were trying to be nice. Then she got mad that you weren't reciprocating, so she started beating you.
Okay, I fought her off and I pushed her away. And then what?
She declares that either you love her or she'll kill herself.
She opens the window, stands there, and before you get a chance,
she falls.
Boom.
Kablooey.
Are we really doing this?
We are.
Okay. Well, here I go. Do you guys mind if I keep you on, or?
Oh, of course.
That's it for the world. Well,
you can do this, man.
We believe in you.
Oh, God, just do it.
Oh my God, I did it.
Great. Well done. Now call 911 and get going. Remember, she jumped out the window.
She jumped out the window. Right. Thanks, guys. I mean, I don't know what I could have done without you. You saved my life.
You've done the same for all of us, man. One way or another.
We're always here for you, Davy. And I'd love to talk to you later on when this all blows over. I think I have some things to say.
Yeah. I think I do too.
Super adorable, but you need to get going. Ford, stand by on wiping this video.
Roger.
And David, before you go, just know that I'm really proud of you. I miss talking to you. I know life has gotten in the way a bit, but I love you, man.
I love you too. I love you guys. Let's do this again soon, okay?
Oh, but Sam's dead body, please.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Ride or die.
Ride or die.
Ride or die, bitches.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wondering.
The familiar cold night crawls up my spine, reminding me of long days past. The summer was only weeks ago, but years have passed since I felt the sunshine glow of easy living. Maybe that's not the life for me anymore. Maybe the cold's my only friend now.
Hi. Welcome to Wayside Diner.
This isn't my usual slum. Cleaner than it ought to be, considering how far down the road it is. The flaps in my coat barely keep the shivers of regret and misfortune from pricking my skin.
Yeah, the heater's busted. We haven't been able to get a guy in here.
Will this diner prove my solitude or my torture?
Sit anywhere you like.
Simple offer, sure, but it is a trap, like the burnt honey of those eyes.
Thanks. Are you, like, on the phone or something?
Or something. A stiff one, but don't stiff me on the up and up.
Yeah, the up and up.
The hard stuff that makes a person's sorrow slip away with the car lights in the dark.
Sorry. All we've got's black coffee right now.
Small town diner doesn't have its liquor license. I smell a rat.
Are you from the health department? Because we already got our grade this year.
I go by many names, but health's got nothing to do with it. Why, you got somebody needs some roughing up?
No. I mean, unless you count the mailman. Our liquor license is in the mail. It's delayed. We have cream.
Cream. Like the milk Mama used to put on the table in the mornings before a long day of work. But Mama's cream had a little sugar. You got the spice of life, friend. Something I recognize in a dream of myself from back in the day. The name's Georgia Summers. Georgia for the home I never knew. Summers for the days that are long gone.
Yeah, that's a super weird way of introducing yourself. But, thanks for the boost. You know, the fact that I'm willing to take unknown liquor from a stranger is not concerning at all.
We've all got our vices. Mine is in my language and in my flask. What's your trouble?
My trouble? Yeah, I haven't really got any.
Everybody's got a trouble, dear. Whether it's the lousy cards we've been dealt or the drink in our glass, trouble is peeking over everybody's shoulders.
I guess you could say I'm bored.
Oof. Boredom is the most boring trouble of all.
Yeah. Amen, sister. I mean, it's like, when am I going to get the hell out of this shithole, right?
I find the language of the young and beautiful to be lacking. You have your looks, so you rarely depend on your brain.
Are you calling me stupid?
I'm saying if you were the floor, you wouldn't know what side of the toast to catch.
Okay, what the hell?
Sweetheart, let me tell you something. I don't know your name.
Vanessa. Call me V.
V. How profound.
It's just a nickname.
I think you know your nickname is your choice. It's small and considerably useless, but it holds something deep and honest about who you are. It's the thing that makes a Vanessa of the night, like you, different from a Vanessa of the day. So why do you think you're so special you get to go by V?
Look, I'm just trying to get by.
Don't give me that wish-wash. Give me your story, V.
My story? My story is I'm bored. I'm bored of working here. I'm bored of living here. I am tired of cleaning up after my fat-ass manager. I have no plans, no ambitions. I'm just here. Is that really so bad?
The plight of the young. I know it well.
Well, it's not enough. You know, I have
longing, yearning, a scratch you can't itch.
Yeah. I guess you could say I have a bit of a longing, but for what, I have no idea.
The sticky is getting thick. I think you do know, V. And I think you have every intention of making front page. So what makes a beautiful dame like you weep in the lonely hours?
Okay. Okay, this is like, can you just talk like a normal person?
Can you be a normal person?
I am a normal person.
About as normal as a newspaper's classified section.
What?
You try and try again to make yourself something new, something exciting, but you keep getting stuck in the back with the ads and the washing machines.
What? No, I mean, I'm not normal. At least I don't want to be.
Honey, don't let my loose words turn those gorgeous lips down. I tend to speak like a saxophone looking for a song.
Yeah, I noticed. So what's your deal?
It's too many deals I made, each one feeling worse than the last. But the one that's calling me most is yours. What's this longing? How can I help?
I don't need your help.
You didn't come knocking at my door if you didn't need help.
I didn't come knocking. You walked into my diner.
Say it's your diner. What's the problem with me coming into it?
Say there's a problem and I don't want to deal with it.
Say you want to deal with it and be the woman you were meant to be.
Say maybe you don't want to know the woman I'm meant to be.
I'd say you're getting the hang of it, friend.
No, I don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Now we're getting to it.
No. You know what? Just shut up. I gotta clean. And what does that even mean? Get into it. I mean, you don't know me. What are you, like some kind of fucked up shrink? You just come into diners late at night looking to change people's lives?
The cards you deal are the cards you dealt, but it's the cards that are gonna make you.
Oh, Jesus, that is so. I'm a waitress, okay? I clean, I pour coffee. That's all I'm good for. I don't want to go to the city and make it big in television. I don't want to picket fence and to become a mother. I just want to clean. Okay?
Didn't you just say you don't want to be normal like everyone expects?
I don't know. I want to be what I want to be.
And what's that?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea. And until I do, I'm fine with just cleaning. Okay?
Sister, I've heard all kinds of stories, but yours has a familiar tune. Like looking in a mirror with a few cracks, a smudge. And that the woman looking back is saying, don't let it be this way.
Yeah? You been through something like this?
Oh, honey. The number of times I jumped at my own shadow when my dreams went boo was just too many to count. Each version of me has walked down the boulevard, hoping, wishing, dreaming for something more. And every road leads me back into my old dusty room. Is there a future for me? I'll never truly know. But what I do know is there's something for you.
Yeah? Well, what is it? I mean, I'd love to get a hint because I haven't got a plan. Nothing that excites me, nothing but...
But?
Nothing. It's stupid.
Oh, this stupid got a name.
Matter of fact, he does.
What else has he got?
These big, dark blue eyes.
Ooh, dark like the ocean or like the twilight slipping away?
Dark like Death Valley stars, and hands that are grooved like riverbanks, and stronger than a waterfall. Lips
like pillows fresh out of the dryer.
God, yes. It's stupid.
You keep saying that, but experience has taught me that men are of the lower intelligence. But I don't think you're just talking about a man.
I just I hate that I haven't found any inspiration outside of a penis. I mean, honestly, like, how old-fashioned can I get?
It's not old-fashioned to follow your heart.
I just wish that my heart had something else to chase.
Now you're playing my tune. I think I know how that goes. Never trust a man. Just when you think one's all righty, he turns legit and expects the worst.
A meatloaf in the oven, an apron around my waist, and a baby factory open for business.
The biggest con for a wild heart.
It's just that, Georgia, he was unlike anybody else. He was strong and sensitive and so
sexy,
brilliant. He made everything an adventure. He made listening to Led Zeppelin seem like going to a concert at Lincoln Center. I couldn't have loved him anymore if I had his name tattooed on me with every kiss that landed on my body.
Oh, honey, you got it bad. But my biggest question is, where is Mr. Brilliant? Why are you here and not there?
The adventure in him ran past me and right into the pants of one of my best friends. And he didn't even have the decency to lie to me about it. He just left. He just disappeared, gone with the wind, and he left me here with nothing. And now I have nothing except for this diner and this broom and a story to tell.
Darling, there's two ways I see this. Either you let the man go and find your life's passion in this here diner, pouring coffee, staring out the window, wishing and yearning day after day and month after month. Or you can woman up, put on a dress tighter than a Kentucky Derby finish line and seek that man out. And when you find him, don't let him slither away like a snake afraid of the hoe. Get that tail and make him wish he'd never let you go. But there's one thing you can never do.
Yeah, what's that?
Give in. Don't fold. Don't hold. Don't let the bastard get you down. If he doesn't see the world you're offering him, he's no better than the mud under your shoes. You give him one chance. Then you walk out that door to bigger, brighter things, whatever they may be. Bright lights of the city or the headlights of the road. But never let that man see you cry.
I'm worried that he is the most interesting thing that's ever happened to me. And without him, what am I?
That's the greatest and most interesting inventor of all. It's not a bad thing that the man lit your fire. Something's got to. Whether it's a man or a song or a dance in the early hours. But it's up to you to tend to it. Make it burn high and bright. Like those eyes, like that heart behind that uniform. Make it burn into the night. Never let it go out.
But wait, how do I do that? Who are you? This is like the weirdest fucking thing that has ever happened to me.
Hey, I know the pain you feel. I got about 100 names in my black book with the same old game, but you are better than that. Make your nickname mean something. Vengeance, vamping, victory, but never victim. That's not the V I see before me tonight. It's not the V you should be.
I just thought it was like 10 dirty jokes.
Let those carry your V to higher places. The night calls me. As always, more yearning hearts, more broken window panes with no vacancy. Someone's got to tell them to keep shining.
Fuck, you're fucking cool.
It was nice to meet you, V. Expect I'll never see you again, but know that I'm rooting for you, kid.
You can clean these damn counters yourself. So the night rolled on with me in the driver's seat at last. Where I'm going, I'll never know. All that matters is me on the road to my glory.
Satana, Ave Satana, Ave Satana. Praise be to Satan. Praise be to Satan. Praise be to Satan. Ave Satana, Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Oh, hail Satan!
Mommy? Mommy, what are you doing?
What are you doing, sweetheart?
Arlene, what is your child doing here?
Is she joining us? You're never too young to write your name in his book.
Quiet, Denise. Child, what are you doing here?
Oh, she's my daughter. I can talk to her.
Then do.
Joanna, sweetie, what are you doing out of bed? Okay,
I had trouble sleeping as a girl. My mom would always give me a little kick of whiskey.
Why didn't you get your dad, honey?
I wanted you.
Little kick of whiskey, I'd be right off.
And I saw you going into the woods, so.
Oh, I think I have some in my purse.
Quiet, Denise.
Am I in trouble?
Oh, no, honey, you're not in trouble.
Although we were kind of in the middle of something.
Can we just put a pause on it for a second?
Satan waits for no woman, Arlene.
Just 2 seconds.
The ritual was almost complete.
Okay, I'm sure Satan will be A-okay giving me a moment's reprieve to put my daughter back to bed.
Satan?
Are you sure you don't want to join us? Because you're never too young, really.
Shut up, Denise.
What did I say?
Yes, honey. Satan.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
You're worshiping Satan?
Yes.
So, if you could just give us a moment, little girl. We were almost finished before you so rudely interrupted. And Satan's impatience grows with every syllable that you let out of your tiny little mouth.
But I thought you said Satan was just a symbol.
What?
Mommy says Satan was just a symbol that we should embrace, a positive archetype of defiance and representation of personal independence and freedom. We are not supposed to actually pray to him.
What?
I'm lost.
Arlene!
Look, she's 6. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Mommy?
Lucille.
Arlene!
I'm so lost.
Does your child speak the truth?
Mommy says we should always tell the truth.
You're rationalists?
No, 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 no.
Sorry. Can somebody?
They are rationalists, Denise. We've been betrayed.
I'm sorry. I'm still not.
They do not believe in Satan.
What?
Of course we do. Of course we believe in Satan.
As a concept.
Oh my God.
Joanna, honey, we should really get you back to bed.
You are heathens.
Wait. So you don't believe Satan exists?
No, we do not.
False worshippers.
But you were doing the ritual with us.
You will be smoked.
Okay, yes. Cat's out of the bag. We're atheistic Satanists. I didn't want to bring it up.
Why not?
Satan, bring fire to these non-believers.
Can you blame me?
I'm confused. You wrote your name in his book.
Denise, it was a paperback copy of Atlas Shrugged from your house.
That's what he said to you.
Satan, let the ground crack and suck them into your kingdom.
Mommy, why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I guess I had my own life when I met you both, and you believed so closely to me besides that like one thing, and I just felt less alone, you know? Being with others felt nice. I didn't want to lose that.
That makes sense.
Burn them! Burn them for their insolence, Lucifer! Burn them!
Mommy, is she okay?
Look, Lucille.
Hellfire will spark in your soul!
Lucille.
Damnation!
Lucille, calm down. Do you want some whiskey? Wait.
How can you stand here and listen to this blasphemy?
I mean, what she said made sense. You're really reacting like heavily right now.
Oh, I'm reacting heavily. You should be joining me. And curse these heathens with all the air in your bodily vessel.
Right. Well, it's getting pretty early now. Maybe we should just stop for the night? This feels like a good stopping point.
Joanna, how do you feel about getting back to bed?
Okay, Mommy.
Do you want some company?
Denise!
You know, I actually could use a drink.
Me too?
Sure, honey.
This is desecration!
So, tell me more about this Satan as a symbol stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool. So essentially, since we don't believe he exists, he represents...
Wait. Do not walk away from me! You will not turn your back upon the devil. He will bring fire and torment upon your houses. Get back here and hail Satan! Do you hear me? Where are you going? Come back! I will finish this ritual by myself. Do you hear me, Denise? You will rue this day. Satan will pillage your hopes and your dreams. You will burn eternally in his bedchamber while your little girl watches. Do you hear me? Arlene? Denise, do you hear me? Slut. Bitch. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail! Fuck. Where are my clothes?
And it's a graveyards. And it's a graveyards. You sit on the top. You sit on the top. And it's a graveyards. And it's a graveyards. You sit on the
Yay! Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. This was so much fun. As if you didn't know, we are from the Couch Theater Company, and we are aiming to do this once a month. So be sure that you like our Facebook, you subscribe to our YouTube, and this way you don't miss out on any of our future performances. We are going to keep doing this. We love working with guest writers. So if you are a writer, please, please, please send us your awesome script. We prefer to do like 15, 20 minutes tops. And also please check out our website, www.fromthecouchtheater.com. And we are theater with an R-E because we're fancy. Thank you so much again, guys. This was amazing. Please be safe when you spook and scare tomorrow, and have a great night.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween is the best.
Oh, yeah.